Hey guys, this is Tyler here. It is September 30th, and I'm just going to discuss quickly why the main reason most guys do not have success with women in first world countries. And it primarily boils down to this is that there's simply not a demand. There's an oversupply and there's not a demand, at least a demand for this type of guy per se. And this is really important to understand because often guys think that it's their problem. There's all these different problems that guys attribute it to. And I often think it's better to look at it from more of a scientific angle and look at the whole supply demand situation. Or we could say like an economic lens viewpoint. This is kind of like an economic lens or viewpoint. And anyone who's done some basic econ classes understands this concept of supply and demand. And once you understand that there simply is not a demand for the kind of guy that you are, if you're from a Western country, that may be US or Canada, you'll understand that it's best just to leave or simply not pursue dating in that particular market. I began to realize this more on a personal level when I was in my late teens, when I was in America, and I saw that there were countries where I was much more sought after, you could say, and I really started understanding this principle better. Also understand that often guys think, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't like quantifying whatever it is, rather than perhaps look at the fact that they don't fit the right niche or areas that are more demanded for dating. We see plenty of examples. I personally know of, I have extended family members who have been to prison and they've gotten out of prison and seemingly had a girlfriend within a month of getting out. And when I was a bit younger and saw this, I was like, how can this be? This didn't make any sense to me, because then I would see other men that were they were working hard, they were living as good citizens, living in a very respectable manner and couldn't even find a girlfriend. And these guys are in prison and then they immediately have a girlfriend. And when you see this, you start understanding this more from that supply demand angle, and that those more scoundrel kind of guys are actually more sought after, surprisingly enough, in these more developed countries. And then the more respectable men that can actually take care of themselves, that could actually make a good life and good family, are not so sought after. And as you see this, you start realizing that these type of countries aren't worth your time, and it's best just to get out of Dodge. Also understand that no matter what, you're supporting these systems. You're supporting through taxes, through your well-being, through everything. You're giving yourself to the system, and that's vital to understand here, because guys often think, MGTOW guys think, oh, I'm not part of the system, I don't date, I don't marry. Well, guess what? If you're paying taxes, if you're paying income tax, property tax, sales tax, you're supporting that system. And it could actually be a lot more in that sense than what you'd actually be giving if you were in a marriage or whatever, within a relationship. These tax systems are designed in a way so that politicians who design this understand this concept, that it's much easier to get money through these means than to expect guys to get married and to have families. That no matter what, they're going to get taxes from you. So understand that if you're a guy and you're sticking around, you're still paying into the tax systems. Especially if you're a high earning guy and you also own multiple properties, you're paying a lot of taxes into these systems. Understand that. No matter what, until you leave that system, and better yet, when you renounce your citizenship in that particular country, you're still fettered to the system. You're tethered to the system. This is really important to understand. Until you rid yourself of this, you're still supporting it. When you understand, though, that how these systems are designed and how they financially benefit women no matter what, you as a guy, you living as a respectable citizen, doesn't have any opportunities, then you start seeing stuff for what it is, and are like, okay, I have to look at countries that actually have a demand for respectable, hardworking, and high-quality men, and go to those places, which in actuality is a lot of the world, especially less developed countries. That is a lot of the world. When you understand that, then you'll move immediately. You'll see it as light of day. And that's the key here. Take action.